Hello, my Leo friends. And so I just have to post this quick little intro to let you know I actually lost your original video to this reading, and I'm so upset. Like, Mercury retrograde really came for me this time. But on the bright side, I still have the audio, and normally I would reshoot the video because I want you guys to have the visual. But in all honesty, I felt so great about your reading. I think it's really, really nice. And I would like you guys to hear it anyway. So I hope you're still interested in that. I mean, I think most of you just put on your headphones and probably just listen to these readings. So maybe you won't even miss that you don't get to see me actually pulling, but you'll get all of the messages that were intended for you. And yeah, with that being said, I just wanted to give you a heads up. You'll just be seeing a still photo for the rest of the video. But thank you so much for joining me regardless. And I hope you guys enjoy this reading as much as I did. Hello, my Leo friends, and welcome to your 2023 forecast, your horoscope reading, friends. First and foremost, I hope you've all been doing amazing. I hope the new year has been treating you well. I hope December was kind to you as well. I was just completely MIA. I was sick, and then I was sick again, and then I just said, you know what, I'm just going to rest until after the new year. And so here I am, friends. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. And January still kind of feels like a little slow start. So if you're also feeling that, no worries. Planets are in retrograde and we'll all come back to life in the spring, just like the natural cycles. All right, friends. So we have a lot to cover today. We're going to be looking into a big theme for your year for 2023. What's kind of general messages? What's something that might be coming up for you this year? We'll be looking into the good stuff heading your way, your career and finances. And of course, we'll be doing a little love reading. Let me see what else. Oh, I'm going to be pulling an oracle card for your year and seeing what messages come through there, and then closing out the party with a little charm reading. And yeah, friends, that's the gist of it. That's what's going on. So let's begin, as always, with a moment of gratitude. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for my Leo friends. All right, 2023 for my Leos, please. What's a big theme for my Leos that's going to be coming up? Messages for their highest good to help offer guidance, perspective, advice, anything that needs to come through. What do my Leos need to know about a big theme for them this year, Spirit? We have the Seven of Wands in reversed. Okay. So some of you could be putting your guard down or maybe not being as defensive. Maybe if you've just found yourself in a place of, I don't know, having to fight or just, I don't know, like on guard. Maybe you'll be releasing that this year. A lot of you, this could be regarding conflict with other people because it's almost like I'm getting the sense of you don't have the energy or you're not willing to give it the energy is a better way of saying it. When it comes to conflict, to things that are going to leave you overthinking, there's no real resolution to these things, whether that's what someone said, what someone did, why someone isn't doing something, why something isn't happening for us. Whatever it is, it just kind of feels like maybe you're ready to drop that. A lot of you could be having your eye on some kind of long-term prize or long-term goal. Some of you could be starting like some type of action or again, maybe some type of plan that's getting you going in a certain direction to reach a goal. Maybe your goal is moving and that's why I'm like seeing moving forward. It is slow moving though. It is slow movement. Then we have the Five of Cups. So maybe at the rate that things are going, it makes you question things. Maybe something here is moving so slow that it kind of starts to get to you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages from my Leos. Some of you could be slowly moving away from something that was painful, and you're starting to view that differently. There's a sense here that there's a lot of healing. I feel like this is already kind of happening for you guys. I don't necessarily think that this is something new that's coming up. This feels like this is energy that's being brought into the new year from whatever happened last year. You have the Hanged One in reverse and the King of Swords. So it's like seeing it very clearly. There's something here that it's like you can't ignore anymore. Yeah, okay, so something that's going to be a theme for you guys next year. There's a feeling of when it comes to a certain topic, a certain place, a certain person, a certain dynamic, a certain relationship. I'm not sure who this is with. Maybe there was conflict there in the past, or you felt like you just had to constantly defend yourself in this situation. It feels like you're going to be viewing this a lot differently now, and there's almost like a smarter way to go about things. Or it's almost like your brain knows something that maybe your heart was having a hard time accepting, or maybe it is painful and it is disappointing, but your head knows otherwise. Like your mind is clear on it. There's a clear understanding. There's also an emphasis on maybe how you'll be communicating, like you yourself, how you will be communicating in that situation. I don't think it's going to be, I think you're going to be very clear and direct. And that's something that's different for you, or you have a different take on how to communicate in this situation. So you guys could find yourself feeling conflicted over the fact that you might want to break free from whatever this is. Maybe that's also part of viewing things differently. Maybe there's something that you want to be on your own. Maybe this is even working for others. Maybe this is relating to a job or a family member, or I don't know, some only you will know. But yeah, I feel someone here debating, you know what, maybe I just want to do my own thing, or maybe I just want to be by myself, or maybe I just want to focus on my own world right now and not really give. So whatever has been slow moving, or whatever you view as something that's been progressing slowly, maybe this is even something like your career or some type of progress you've been wanting to make. You haven't walked away from this, like even though maybe you've questioned it because up until now it hasn't really been fulfilling. I think a lot of you are going to come to realize that it's just not time to walk away yet. The Six of Swords. So we have the Six of Pentacles coming out with that Five of Cups, and then we have the Emperor coming out with that Six of Swords in reverse. Some of you could be dealing with a boss or a father or some type of, without gender, it could really be anyone, but whoever this is, they're like really in charge. Yeah, a lot of, for some of you, maybe this is a father. And it's like maybe there's even a realization that things here just don't get better. Or there's a sense here, if it's, when I mean by don't get better, I mean if you are dealing with this person, or there's something that you're acknowledging that's just how they are. And it's like, okay, well, at least I understand that now, instead of always feeling like you have to defend yourself if this is another person. If this is not another person and this is talking about you, I'm kind of getting the feeling that only you can take control of a situation in order to move it forward. It feels like you've been stuck or conflicted as to what you want to do. This is kind of encouraging you to, yes, work independently, but also you take initiative to get things going in whatever direction it is that you want. Because it just seems like maybe there's a sense of dissatisfaction over how long something is taking, and you're being encouraged to take control where you can. Only take what resonates. It's a collective reading. And then we have the Death card that is showing up with the Temperance. So there is an ending of a chapter that is coming up for you. Something is going to be very transformative for you this year. I'm almost feeling like it's emotionally transformative, or there's something about your thoughts. Maybe it's taking more control over your emotions because of your thoughts, or because maybe, like you're coming through as being very smart when it comes about this. So maybe there's knowledge that's been gained along the way, and that allows you to view things differently. We're getting Aries energy coming through. We're getting all the signs, but just looking at that anchor. Also Scorpio, Sagittarius. You're also being encouraged to go towards things where you envision growth for your future. Like where do you see yourself next? Or um are you kind of done with something? And if you are like done with something, meaning this could be work or a creative project or something that you dedicated time, energy to. This could even be like your social life. Like, is there something like that that's kind of coming to an end or it's ready to transform? Because it's almost like, you know what, I've kind of done the things, or at this point, it's not really leading to anything. So, you guys may find yourselves wondering, yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be very clear. You're going to be focused on your long term. And I would say if you guys get an idea and decide to run with it, there's going to be a good chance that um, it is going to lead to growth. It is going to lead to a new life, abundance, whatever that is for you. I see a lot of you, there's a focus here on your Ten of Pentacles, on that long-term security. All right, thank you, Spirit. All right, my Leo friends, so that's a little bit about the theme of this year, or a big theme for you guys this year. And now, let's look at the good stuff. Thank you, Spirit. Let's look at the good stuff heading towards my Leo's way, please. You guys, for some of you may have an unexpected job offer, or something unexpectedly comes up and it requires your focus. It feels like it helps you reach a goal. It feels like it kind of comes out of nowhere. Thank you, Spirit. All right. What's the good stuff, please? The good stuff for my Leos in 2023. We have the Two of Cups. Wow, for some of you guys, this is a committed relationship. If it's not a relationship, this is a partnership. This could be someone comes into your life and you learn a lot from them. For some of you, okay, this isn't for everyone. Like, this is total marriage vibes. If that's something you're into this year, it doesn't mean you're going to get married this year, but it does mean that you will, well, I feel like you will be connecting with someone that could lead to your long term, your Ten of Pentacles again. That Ten of Cups, your happiness, your family. If this is not romantic, like I said, this is someone who really understands you and you learn a lot from this situation. There's something very beautiful about this dynamic with that Hierophant and then that Ten of Cups. It's very fulfilling. With the Emperor, definitely husband vibes, for some of you. I just have to point it out. Literally every single one of these cards is pointing towards relationship, marriage. It doesn't have to be a husband, but I am seeing a very committed, there's something very, it's interesting because it seems very traditional in some way, even though both people are different. And what this makes me feel is it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are going to be very traditional or very rigid. I mean, you might be depending on your culture and your beliefs, but this kind of makes me feel that your guys' morals are going to be aligned, and also maybe even your work in some way. You guys are coming off as being a little controlling. Not, I mean, I don't know to what extent, but I'm getting the sense of controlling, like someone has things to manage here. And when I mean manage, I mean owns a business or is a boss, is a manager, is a, whatever, leads some type of team. Oh my God. I'm done with you guys. This, if you guys are looking for love, this feels like very nice energy. To come in contact with it, initiate something, depending on how far. If you're already with someone, then I would not be surprised. If you're already married, it looks like you have a very solid year ahead. If you're not already married, you guys could talk about it. If you're not there yet, and you guys don't live together, maybe it's living together. Whatever the next stage is for your situation, I'm seeing that. I'm very, very much seeing that. And there's such a seriousness coming through, which is so interesting. Now, if this is not someone you know or someone you're not currently dating, if this is someone maybe that you're already aware of, or maybe you are already feeling this connection, it just feels like it's really going to strengthen this year, and it has all of the ingredients to turn it into a long-term situation, whatever that means for you guys. Whether that's making up your own rules and doing things your way, or if you want to do a traditional route. Traditional meaning, it's, I don't know, however you guys do that. But again, it feels like morally you guys match up, or you guys want similar things. And if marriage, love, relationship is literally something you're not interested in, you're like, I just want to secure my bag. I'm going to start my company this year. I'm going to be serious. Well, you might, either one of your early hires or someone that you're working with is really going to kind of ground your long-term stability. Like there's someone here that's kind of, I'm going to say, meant to be on this journey with you, to build this long term, to build this business with you, with does that make sense? Build this business with you. There we go. The Fool in reverse. We're going to take that upright because literally it doesn't even make sense compared to all the other cards. And we are talking about the good stuff. So I am, if you guys noticed, I flipped some of the cards and I'm going intuitively because we're literally looking at the highest vibration. Oh, a new beginning. Yeah, some of you. Okay, so for some of you, if there's already been someone in the past that you kind of feel this might be where it's heading, or you guys are connecting on a really intense level, or it just feels like a soul connection. It feels very intense. It's like there's happiness here, and there's definitely, that long-term standing commitment. But as you saw, the Fool did come out in reverse, and then right now I did see the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which makes me think that something here in the past didn't take off, or someone here could be choosing not to have this, or there could be some type of delay. It just depends. Now I am flipping them over, and then this is definitely already in the works. That's what they're saying. Some of you guys could travel to this person or meet this person while traveling, already be talking to this person. It just feels like things are happening. All right, let me finish pulling or else I'm never going to stop talking. Yeah, maybe you guys are at a distance, or there's something here about travel. That might be not for everyone. And then we have the Chariot at the bottom, and then the Six of Wands. I'm going to pull that as well. Okay, this definitely feels like, obviously, it's a collective reading and it's going to be split. So for some, there's the energy of not taking off. It's like all of the components are there, but like I said, someone might decide. We all have free will. Someone might not be ready. So that could very well be a thing. Or maybe you feel like distance is a blockage if this is a person and they are at a distance from you. Maybe that kind of is the blockage that's currently going on, and it doesn't really allow this to fully take off. Even if you can't start something new, it just feels like there's something very solid regardless, especially if there's distance. I don't think distance is going to be a factor over time. It feels like both of you will be fulfilling some type of, it feels intense because it almost feels like a mission. I feel like you're going to be teaching this person something, especially those of you that have been in therapy or had a really rough time at some point, and you healed yourself, you did the work, you learned a lot, and you have a lot to share in that way. I think it's going to make this person feel seen. I also feel a sense of coming together. So if you're at a distance from this person and you kind of already have an idea who they are, I do see you guys coming back together. I also feel like loneliness, Like if you're feeling lonely or if they're feeling lonely, that's going to be gone. Like you guys are going to, it feels like a very nice pairing. There's also something here of being very happy and maybe family being involved or something along those lines. But with this devil in reverse, it makes me feel like I have to tell you that this is not repeating some type of past toxic cycle, or there's something here that isn't toxic. It's not like it was before. For some of you, I feel like it was before. So I don't know if you have history with this person or if it's talking about past relationships or past experiences. It feels like we're dropping this devil energy, something that was toxic or kept us, it was hindering in some way. It does feel whoever this masculine is in the situation, again, if it's not love and it's you just taking charge, it feels like you're going to be getting out of your head, no longer feeling stuck because you're creating action. Now, if this is business and this isn't about a romantic relationship, I do feel like a lot of knowledge that you've gained, maybe you went back to school or took a course or learned something, that's going to help you get more money. That's going to help you get out of this. If you're currently having a hard time financially, it feels like there's knowledge that you've learned or that you will be learning. Maybe you decide to take a class. Maybe there's something you've always wanted to learn that you feel could help your skill set. It feels like that would be a really good idea. I see you guys definitely thinking long term. You're thinking long term. You're starting to get to the point where you're recognizing what you want and you're thinking about family, home, settling down maybe. Even if it's not settling down, it feels like you're ready to build your finances. You're ready to feel a lot more secure. You're thinking longer term, and that might be something new for you. With this World card, again, some of you could even be moving homes, maybe even purchasing a home. Travel, or just starting a big new era of your life. Either way, whatever it is, it feels really nice. Some of you might be starting a new beginning right where you are, meaning you may not move, but you may have something new that is happening. Okay, my Leo friends, geez. We just went on one. At least I feel like I did. Is anyone still there? Okay, let's get into your career and finances. Even though I feel like that could have definitely been career and finances. I feel like you guys are going to be serious about different things this year. Maybe you've experienced eye-opening events when it comes to your finances, your family, your home, and you're like, no, I want different. Or it's time to do different, whatever that is for you. Thank you, Spirit. What about my Leo's finances and career this year? In 2023, messages for Leo's finances and career. Yeah, so this could have been, so I feel like this is talking about all kinds of things, not just money, but you're going to have the opportunity. Something in the past that you haven't learned from, or maybe you just didn't realize that it was like some type of pattern or some type of lesson that you could have learned in the situation, maybe as to how you were over giving or over investing into something. You're going to have an opportunity to change that. We have the Page of Cups. For some of you, this could be about love. This could be someone from the past trying to come back, wanting another chance. They're a little emotionally immature, and you don't view them as being very committed. You kind of see, maybe player energy with that King of Wands in reverse. And you're like, I only want balanced situations. Yeah, I feel like especially if this is about another person, if they come back wanting another chance. Interesting, because we're supposed to be talking about your finances and career, and this is literally, I feel like this is talking about love. Leo, what is going on with you guys? Okay, I'm going to leave that message there and you take it if it resonates, okay? But let's talk about finances. Again, I'm going to go back to this judgment in reverse because it feels like there's something here that maybe you've been ignoring because it just kind of scares you, especially when it comes to your finances, or maybe some of you are thinking of a career change. It feels like you do have the opportunity to do that in 2023, but it's going to take you um, taking control. Like you're the one that's going to have to decide, I'm going to do it. And I feel like earlier we talked about that as well. You taking control to create forward action. It's like nothing is promised. If you don't want a new beginning bad enough, or if you just don't take action, then that's fine too. Your energy will just adapt and change. And this is only a tarot reading. There's obviously free will, like I mentioned. Some of you are going to choose not to go for it, or just maybe you're starting to, if you're currently in a situation, you're viewing it as something you're starting to see that maybe you're over giving to it, or you've given more than you've gotten out of it. And now you're no longer growing, or maybe you feel like you're no longer learning. And maybe now it's hard to let go of it. It feels like there's something really hard to shift. If this is not about a current job, this is talking about finances and possibly how you're spending, and that's really hard to let go of. Maybe there are things that you're kind of over giving to or spending too much on. There you are with that Strength card in the Page of Cups. So it's also some of you this year, it's almost like there's so much room to learn when it comes to this. But maybe you start to pick up a hobby, or I don't know, get started on some kind of project, especially if you guys are creative or you express yourself in a certain way. It feels like you're maybe expressing yourself, or your emotions are able to channel through that. Meaning, if you're someone who creates content, it's actually really satisfying and you're really liking what you're doing. If you're someone who maybe works with kids, it's like, oh, there's a really sweet connection there. You really like what you're doing. So whatever it is, I feel like you are going to have these moments where you're like, oh, like you're really into it, what you're creating, what you're doing. Now, there's just this other energy that keeps trying to come up, you guys. And if it's a person, you're just not viewing them as someone who's making a move. They're not committed enough. Now, back to your finances and your career. It just feels where you're showing up, it's in a way that's not really committed to taking control or making a change or getting a handle on whatever this is. The opportunity is there, but it's totally up to you to take it. Because I feel some of you may not want to deal with, maybe this is legal stuff. Maybe this is like taxes. I hate that word. Maybe this is contracts that need to be relooked at. Maybe this is breaking away from contracts. Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely breaking away from a company, or breaking away from a provider of some sort. It's no longer working out. Maybe there's something legal involved. And even though you don't want to take a move on it, you will have the opportunity to do that. So that message was wild. I hope you guys made sense of that. I literally don't even know what to make of that, because I kept feeling someone else's energy coming through. That King of Wands in reverse and that Emperor in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energies. Well, not the Emperor, that was Aries, but yeah, just maybe someone's difficult to deal with, or just, I don't know. Only you know. Only you know where you're done, my friends. All right, so let's talk about your love life. Thank you, Spirit. My Leo's love life. Even though I feel like all we've been doing is talking about your love life. My Leo's love life, please, in 2023, Spirit. Leo's love life in 2023, please. You guys are dropping someone, or the types, the F-boy types, or people that, I don't know, it was fun, it was flirty, but it just never led to anything other than maybe stressing you out sometimes, wondering, what is this? What are we? Am I going to hear from them again? Yeah, it feels like some of you are letting go, and I literally cannot help but feel that you guys are thinking about your family and long term. You guys aren't here for the short term anymore, my Leo friends. There's something about your energy this year that gets more serious about your long term. Why the Page of Wands in reverse, please? Thank you. Yeah, situations that weren't fair. I feel like you're letting them go as painful as they were. You guys could have even had a very painful ending with someone who was maybe a little bit of immature, but they were so fun, and you had a lot of fun with them, but it just wasn't fair. You didn't end up getting what you wanted in that situation, and it feels like you had to let it go. Let's see about this King of Pentacles. Some of you could just be focused on your bag, being this King of Pentacles, building up your financial stability for this home, this family, or you could be dealing with a King of Pentacles. This person could be a parent, a business owner, someone real responsible, a provider of some sort. Why the World? Yeah, you guys are letting go of something that's emotionally immature, or maybe something that you cared for when you were at a different stage emotionally. Very interesting. Maybe the situation made you grow emotionally. Why the 10? I feel like some of you had a painful ending. Why the Hangman in reverse? You guys are viewing stability and strong foundations. Look at you. I love that. You guys will definitely, oh my gosh, shut up. I can't. Some of you are going to be falling in love this year. Some of you might even be falling in love with more than one person from what I just saw. But Leo, you guys are dropping the BS. Like you're not dealing with it. It's going to be easier for you to say no. You're looking for someone who isn't so guarded. You're looking for someone who's stable, loyal, committed. I do definitely think some of you are going to be connecting with this person this year. Like I said, business owner, parent. You're coming off as being very magnetic. You're going to be in your power this year, and you are going to be attracting. I feel like you guys are going to be attracting a partner, and that's bold to say. But look at the cards you're getting. You have the Queen of Wands, the Emperor. You have the Lovers. You have the Ace of Cups. You have the Two of Cups, and then you have the Queen of Cups. Lots of love, like being in love type of vibes. This is the new era you're stepping into. This isn't this little kid love anymore. It's growing into something. If you are dealing with a person, they're not going to be as guarded as they were at one point. I don't know why I feel like I need to say that. But so for some of you, this could be a little bit of a wait, or there's something about the first 3 months of the year about this coming up for you, or something about that being initiated. Some of you are maybe even realizing that this is what you've been waiting for. But again, I'm getting travel vibes again. Some of you could be traveling. Maybe this person's at a distance. There's something about this person that makes you view settling down different, and they make you view home, family, milestones that you want to reach with a partner. Beautiful energy. Beautiful. Y'all, can I be invited to the wedding? I love love. I'm the type that cries at weddings. All right, my friends, let's get you your Oracle card of the year. Very nice reading, Leo. You and Taurus have had really nice readings. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some Oracle messages, please, for the year for my Leo babies? Thank you. All right. We have, I understand life ebbs and flows. I can ride the waves as they come. Then we have, I can ask support when I need it. And I'm safe to do my heart's work in the world. Oh, I love that, guys. All right, my Leo friends, this is where I leave you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I know I did. I thought it was awesome. I hope you guys have the best year ever. I'm sending you so many blessings. Thank you for joining me here today, and I'll catch you at the next one. Bye.